What's your name? What'd you do today?
My name is Zaire. I played in first place at locals with Pure Zoo.
Alright, let's see what you got.
Alright,
Trying to come back to yours.
I'll try to go pretty quickly.
You take your time. I don't really know Zoo that much because I came back to Yu-Gi-Oh around like Orcus format, so explain to me as we go.
Okay, so the premises of Zoo is it's a one-card XYZ deck where you just use any of your Zoo monsters, and then you can link, you go straight into your XYZs, just using one of your cards. And you can go into all of them once per turn, and they also have this cool mechanic where any Zoo that's used as material gains that effect, as well as additional effects. So I'll explain as we go by, but this is hands down your best normal summon in the deck. This is Zodiac Rapier. Its first effect states that when it's normal summon, you can send any Zoo card from deck and send it to grave. So it's great for setting up a lot of your utility plays, as well as just getting your engine started. Most of the times I try to send off either my Whiptails or my Ramrams, which we'll get into later. Its secondary effect is when it's used for material for one of your XYZs. You're allowed to detach it to special summon another rat. However, since it's at 1, that effect is irrelevant. So, Konami, give us a second round.
Do that, Konami, please.
For the second best normal summon is I play 3 Thoroughblades. So this card, when it's normal summon or special summon, you can discard one Zodiac card from hand, and then pitch it, and you can draw another card. The reason why this card is so important is because not only does it also start your engines, it allows you to beat over most of the problematic monsters. So this, since it's 16, any Zoo monster that it gets overlaid with becomes 16, and it's not a hard once per turn. So I can stack it for 2, I can stack it for 3.
Nice, that's pretty nice.
And then it's XYZ, when it's material, its material effect states that it does piercing damage. Not that relevant, but definitely comes up enough.
Fair.
This is hands down the strongest Zodiac card, second to Whiptail. So even though it's not a combo starter, Whiptail allows you to, when it's XYZ material, you're allowed to banish a monster. And the cool thing is if it's in hand or field, you can activate its effects to target one XYZ monster, and then it attaches it for effects. And so a lot of cool things you can do with this is if someone tries to bait this card out, it's like say someone's trying to negate it, I can just rechain it to itself unless it's a solemn.
That's pretty nice.
So unless it's a spell speed 3, I can always rechain, so I can do it. So if they have like any of those, what's the synchro monster? Savage Dragon. If they go Savage to negate, I can just go chain effects again to do it again, and then
screw that card.
Exactly.
Nice art too. I like that card.
Yeah, I'm trying to get 2 more, but we'll get there.
Nice.
The last monster, the last Zodiac monsters that we play is 3 Ramram. Ramram's important because when it's destroyed by battle or card effect, it can float into any of your Zoo monsters, XYZs, or main deck monsters. And then its XYZ material effect states that any monster, any monster that's an XYZ monster is targeted by a trap card, you can detach 1 material from it and negate it. So in perm, it pretty much makes it irrelevant.
Maggie knows how to break out what I'm going to throw mine first. Simple as it is.
Not me.
No, Maggie.
Ooh.
You just stack the shit out of me.
That's it for the monsters. For the hand traps, we play quite a bit. You play 3 Ash because it's the most generic.
And we use that art because, you know.
Yeah, feet.
The feet! I play 3 Crows because, believe it or not, Crow's actually really, really strong this format.
Oh, yeah.
It stops majority of the decks. I don't think there's a deck where it's like subpar.
Oh, yeah. Man Emancipator, Eldritch.
Pretty much any of the best decks it can hit. I do side these out sometimes, but most of the times it's good game 1s, and it's very reliable.
Oh, yeah.
I'll play 2 Veilers with the OG, the old rare. Veilers pretty good.
That's fair. I mean, I side 2 actually in my side deck because I'm too poor to afford impermanences, believe it or not.
You want to see effect builders sometimes?
I want to see it sometimes, not all the time.
Oh my god, you must do what I think.
And then,
Oh my god!
No, I kind of agree with this. I like this.
See, some of them, not all of them.
well, you don't want to clog your entire hand with hand
You're a
traps.
one-card engine. What do you care?
You don't want to. You still want to be able to do more. So you just played the 2 ogres. Ogres like I feel it's subpar.
I think it's pretty good against Emancipator.
It's okay against Emancipator if they have the 19 dude, then they can negate traps. It makes it a little bit more problematic. But it's pretty good. I wouldn't cut it, but then it's okay.
Alright.
That's it for the hand traps. 3 tanky. It's a Beast Warrior deck. Super.
Oh yeah, that card. I heard that card got bought out, or the ultimate rare one.
Oh yeah, Ultimate got bought out because we're getting a new.
Yeah, Tri-Brigadine.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's
Not
broken.
gonna lie.
It's pretty good.
For 4 weeks.
It's pretty good. You have to play it. It's so good. Instead of playing just your 10 zoos, you play 13 now, so kind of makes it relevant.
Yeah.
For draw power, I play 3 Pot of Avarice. This card literally wins me games.
Does it?
In my 4th round, it allowed me to draw into my Imperm and Tenki, which helped me win the game.
That's amazing. Oh yeah, I saw that. That was pretty funny.
Literally, I was gonna lose a duel if this did not resolve.
Nice.
I play 2 Pot of Desires. I feel 3 is a little bit excessive in this deck.
I agree.
Only because if you have to resolve your pot twice, most likely you lost that game. And it's good it's good early game, of course, and it's good just like mid game when you do happen to draw it. So it's one of those cards where it's okay, I see playing at 3, but in this list, I feel 2 is more the appropriate number just for
I
playtesting.
agree. I think playing 3 is just kind of bricky because sometimes what if you just draw into it?
I mean, it depends on the deck. I feel like in True Dracos, 3 is perfect, but like in this deck, you really, you want to see at least one of each of your zoos. If you banish all your zoos, you lose.
Oh no, yeah, of course. I can agree with that.
I play 3 Cosmics just for back row hate. It helps get rid of the problematic monsters and help get rid of problematic floodgates. Because if like someone hits me with their own could be 1, it's very hard for me to play. And it's just overall great utility.
Oh yeah, that card hates Eldritch.
Oh yeah, it's really good against Eldritch. The last 2 cards I play is 1 Monster Reborn. I feel this card's broken because I can just steal your monster. I can use mine. Helps me play through so much more hate. I don't know why people aren't playing this in Zoo. Because if your normal summon gets out, you just want to be able to keep playing, which makes it much more easier if you do have it. Last but not least, I played the 1 Barrage. It's a misprint. I still like it. Barrage states that you can target 1 face-up card that you control, destroy it, and then you can special summon 1 Z monster. So what most people will do is they'll usually just ash this. I'm like, okay. Then next turn goes by, activate it again. They're like, oh, you can do that? I'm like, yeah, I can do that.
That's crazy.
And then the cool thing is if this is destroyed by card effects, I can reattach it to one of my XYZs for material.
That's pretty nice too.
It's kind of busted. It's the reason why it's at 1. That's it for the spells.
He's one of our
Undefeated. For traps, it's not that much. I cut down on them. I play 3 Imperm. I feel it's mandatory. It's very, very powerful.
Yeah, I feel like it's staple at this point.
If you're not playing it, I feel like you're really either far behind or just you're in for some trouble.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for the reprint on October, the Gold Series.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I hope it's gonna get reprinted. I don't know if it was like a rumor.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
It probably is gonna get another reprint. I can see it.
It deserves another reprint.
It does.
It's still $30. Crazy.
Yeah, I picked them up when it was like 20 when it first came out. So that way it's fair to me. This card literally won me.
Oh yeah, this card's nice, guys.
Won me a few games. It won me single-handedly won me my 3rd round.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That card is dirty.
It's dirty because this is mainly just for like the combo decks, like combo Elix, combo
Just Needle
Dinos.
Fiber.
Yeah, Needle Farm. I'm just gonna flip this. If they don't have Cosmic or Lightning Storm, I'm just like okay.
Yeah.
And then they pretty much go, oh, well, we lose. And then the last card, but not least, is Zodiac combo. I'm not a fan of this card, however, I will respect it. It's very good utility, as well as it just helps keep your grind game alive much more longer. The problem. What's up? The problem with Zoo is like once you burn through your resources, it's very hard for you to recover it. So you rely on your Avarice, and then you rely on this just to help keep your game stay alive.
Nice.
Its set effect states that you can activate it, and then target 1 Zoo XYZ monster you control, and attach any Zoo monster from deck to hand. So like if you're in a pinch, you can easily just grab out any utility card. So during battle phase, I can go Whiptail to make the monster get banished. I can go Thoroughblade just to make sure that the monster is bigger. I can do Ram to make sure that they can't beat over it through defense. It's a lot of plays you can do. It's whatever you need, it can do it for you. Nice. And then not the turn that it's sent to graveyard, but the following turn, you can banish it and then shuffle 5 cards, put them back into with different names, put them back into deck and draw 1 card.
So nice little Avarice effect, huh?
Yeah, it's a mini Avarice. I don't like that effect too much, but once again, I'd rather see 4 Avarice than 3. It kind of like was the theory.
So, what'd you think about your ratios?
The ratios, I've been playing with them for a very long time. I would say since like March. I'd say the ratios are pretty spot on. I've been tinkering with a lot of things, but the only thing I would really consider is not every single game I need 3 cosmics, but it's one of those cards that I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Totally.
So I just keep it at 3. That's it for the.
If you put that to 2 I'd actually.
So for the that's it for the main deck. The extra deck, this is where all the spice or all the power comes from. So this card recently came off the ban list. This is Zodiac Dryden. Dryden states that during either player's turn, you can target 1 face card. Your opponent you can target 1 face-up card and detach a material, so you can detach and then just pop it. No questions asked. During either player's turn. This card's really strong. You're never going to use its normal summoning method, which is throw 4 monsters, but just the fact you can just keep on XYZ all the way up to this. I can have it with 7 materials if I need to, or even more. On average, you're going to get like at least 1 to 2 pops out of her before she goes to grave.
So, is the pop a hard once per turn or soft once per turn?
It is a soft once per turn, so if I have 2, I can do 2 pops.
So you think Dryden's ever going to come back too?
It probably will, eventually.
Right.
It's not that powerful.
I mean, I can kind of see it coming back.
It's very good. I can see this coming back to 2 before I can see Rat. Even though I want Rat to come back to 2 just because it gives you way more.
What's the other ban card?
Broad Bowl. So Broad Bowl is way too strong because it can banish. It searches for any beast word.
That's crazy.
And it's really retarded.
Yeah,
and
that's
any
insane.
so you can literally do this, and if this is Broad Bowl, do that, detach, search any. It's kind of unfair. So that card's not coming back ever. Does everything I needed to. I love her. She's the queen. Everyone.
Think mama.
Everyone is so happy that she comes back. Because just the issue with Zoo is that I didn't have any interaction. This gives you that interaction, and then more.
Yeah.
And also sets up your win condition. This is personally my favorite card. Chakanine states that you can detach XYZ material. Just target 1 target 1 Zodiac card in your graveyard, special summon. However, that monster cannot be used for XYZ summons that turn. So most of the times, I'm either going to summon 9 times out of 10 it's Whiptail or Ramran. If I don't do that, that means I'm just going to go for, I'm going to set up for another play or something further so I can just see the next turn. She's really powerful. The cool effect about her is she only takes 2 monsters to go into, unlike the rest of them. The rest of them take 3 or more. She only takes 2. So what you can do legally is I can overlay 2 Zodiac monsters, go into her, go into another one like this, and then all the Zodiac states that you can go into them once using their effects, with their own mechanic effects. So I can technically overlay into her afterwards.
That's amazing. Damn.
So she's the only one that can do that, which is pretty strong, I think.
And they're all soft once per turn.
They're all soft once per turn. So if I have 2 of these, I can use them too. If I had 2 Dragons, I can use both. If I have all 3, I can use all 3.
It's like, see why back in like 2016 was it?
Yeah, 17 was when they were relevant. And back during those times, we didn't use 1 card XYZ, so it was really fast at the time, and it's like their utility was through the roof, and their consistency was so disgusting because it's 1 card engine. You only need 1 card for you to get your whole board.
Crazy.
The next 3 if I play is 3 Tiger Mortar. Some people play 2. I don't think that's the correct ratio. Your grind games, 3 matters. Most of the times, first off, what she does is you can detach one material, the target 1 XYZ material on the field, and then 1 Zodiac card in your graveyard, attach it to it. So 9 times out of 10, you're going to set it up for this. You can detach, put a material onto Dryden, you're good for next turn. Or you can do it for a Tiger Mortar, set you up for that turn.
Very nice.
Grind game wise, 3 is the correct number. I would not ever consider 2, just because the issue is once your XYZs are gone, they're gone. You don't ever want to be able to play main deck Zoo against the decks that have all your outs.
Totally.
And for the last 2 Zoo monsters, I play 1 Hammercon. Hammercon states that if it has materials, you can your opponent has to target this card with card effects. So you can protect Dryden by summoning this, having materials on this. They try to imperm, they have to imperm this.
Pretty nice, not gonna lie.
It's pretty good. It's relevant, but not all the decks need to target this to be over Dryden. That's kind of the bad thing. But during the end phase of that turn, you detach 1 material, so you're not going to keep the material, unfortunately. But it at least buys you a turn, worst case scenario.
Okay.
This card, Borbo, he's okay. I'm not really a fan of him, but you play him mostly because of namesake, and it just keeps, once again, gives you more options utility. Borbo states that you can attack directly, so best case scenario, you can set up like 2 Thorough Blades for 32, and then another 12 with Whiptail, and you can just swing directly. And if they can't get over it, you can gain them within 2 turns. Its other effect, which isn't irrelevant, if it has 12 materials on it, you can detach and then send everything that they control to hand, field, and graveyard. It's not that great, but
It's okay.
yeah, it's okay. Here's my spicy little tech. I play the F-Zero.
Wow.
It's a mini Boral sword. You can steal their monster, take it, smack it with it. So you can use it in the Dino matchup. You can use it against their Boral sword. Boral sword. It's a mini Boral. My bad. It's a mini Borlo, but you can like steal. You can steal all their cards, smack with it, give it back to them during the battle phase.
Boral sword.
Technically, if they have a Boral sword, you could steal it, switch it to defense, and then swing again.
Not bad.
Technically.
Tier 0.
Technically. The main reason why I play this is anticipation for Future Dragon, which is gonna help break the deck even further. It's an in-house negate for the deck, all for just 1 card or 2 cards.
Not too shabby, huh?
It's pretty good. Links, I play this card, Mrs. Radiant. I personally like Mrs. Radiant. It helps push me for games, so it gains all my Zoo monsters gain 500 attack, and this is 19 by itself. So usually when I'm trying to push for game, if I see like 60 or under, I know for a fact I can go OTK with this card because I can go either 2 Whiptails, 2 Thoroughblades, or Thoroughblade Whiptail, and that's gonna give me game.
Not bad.
So it's your win con if you're trying to play under Nimbir. I play Dromadol. Dromadol is mostly used for just getting rid of back row. It's a secondary utility, which doesn't come up that often, but enough for me to keep playing it. It states that if this card destroys a monster by battle or card effects, you can target 1 banished or 1 monster engraved and add it back to your hand. So if they try to get rid of your Dryden with Zoo or Callby, or your Dryden with Callby or DD Crow, you can use this to safely recover it back. I play Phoenix, just get rid of those problematic floodgates. Really good against those, not really good against Edlix, but it's really good against invading out for those weird matchups such as like Trap Tricks or
Subterra.
Altergeist, yeah. I mainly use it for Altergeist when they start trying to do crazy combos. Unicorn, for the same reason, you can just keep going up into it.
I guess standard Nightmare package?
Yes, your mini Nightmare package. And then the win con on the deck is
oh yeah, this card's nice.
Megaclops. So everyone knows the obligatory, infamous 1-card Megaclops combo, but you also can do it using Thoroughblade and Ram, which is fairly consistent. If you drop this card, you're supposed to win the game. You don't ever want to drop it at the wrong time. You don't ever want to drop it at the wrong time. If you drop it at the wrong time, it's going to cost you the entire game. So you want to be able to dwindle all your opponent's resources, make sure they're in top deck mode, make sure you have full advantage and control of the board, then drop this card, and then 9 times out of 10, they're not going to get over it.
Oh yeah, that card's nice.
This card, it won me my last round, it won me my first round, it won me my 3rd round. Yeah, like this card's kind of retarded.
So you want to tell the people at home why it's so good?
So the reason why this card's retarded is because it's retarded. Honestly, it is. It's only affected by XYZ monsters and spell and trap cards. So monster effects completely immune to it, and it's 4,000 beat stick. It cannot be destroyed by battle. Your opponent's just gonna have a very hard time if they're not playing.
Like Castell it back to the extra deck?
No one plays Castell. Oh my goodness.
I actually have
Oh my goodness.
No, it's because I didn't have a DAG deck. I was trying to look for DAG.
If you have it, you have it. But like, if I set this up, when I set this up, if you're a smart player, you're gonna try to make sure that they can't make any more cards that turn. And then the reason why it's even more broken, besides being immune to everything, so what you can do is, if they have a card on the field, you can target it, steal it, target one of your XYZ monsters in your graveyard, Dryden, and then you can just attach that card for material for your XYZ.
Not bad.
So literally, you're gonna just clear. You're gonna clear the field, go into this, hit them for 4,000 or whatever monsters is, and then whatever is not that you didn't pick off, you're just gonna go into this, attach that card for material, and if it's a face-up card, you can pop it. If it's not, you can just sit on this, and this is enough to control the whole game state.
Nice.
This card is really good. So it's not ban worthy, but like it's a win condition.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It's himself. That's it for the extra deck. I'm gonna breeze through my side deck only because it's pretty generic. I feel.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
feel like most sides are now.
Yeah, if you're not running like at least like the same staples, you're behind. I play 3 Nibiru. I don't really need to explain it. This card literally says, "Hey, did you overextend?" or "Hey, are you trying to combo? Stop it." It's gonna push the game back to a simplified game state.
Do you summon Quackimira Guardian or not?
Oh yeah.
That's all that really matters.
Pretty much. Zeus thrive off of a simplified game state, and then this ensures that if I can get the game to just like a simplified game state, 9 times out of 10, I can not out resource you, but I can just beat you just outright.
Sure.
I play the 1 Pinkertop. I wish this card was at 3. I love this card. It's fine at
Yeah,
1.
interesting state to go 1.
It's mostly because of Lightning Storm. But this card is really, really powerful. Go turn 2. You love it when you see it. If you don't, it's not that big of a deal. It's so good at baiting, so good at taking care of problems. So if people just want to set their back row, you summon this, they're like, oh, well, do I deal with it now or do I
Why don't
leave
you play
it?
the World Dino Wrestling Field spell?
No,
to
never.
Search it.
It searches what?
we don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. If they don't negate the summon of this, it's to bare minimum taking at least 2 cards.
Nice.
It breaks the Dragon Link board.
It really does. The obligatory, infamous Dark Ruler No More.
Oh, yeah, that card scared me today. Huh?
So if your opponent's not playing around this or not doesn't think that this card's gonna be dropped, this card can outright just like give you total control of the game and just help set you up so that they cannot recover for it. I dropped it in my second game of my last round, and then he just wasn't able to recover because I was able to Mega Clops him, evenly match him, and I pick apart his whole entire board, and then just this card just got me there. He had nothing but literally had three negates with Conductor, so like it was very, very tough. It got me there.
Oh, that card's nice.
It's really, really good. 3 Twin Twisters. I'm not a fan of Twin Twisters because of the discarding effect. However, I respect it because if I need to like hurry up and change something that turn, like if they open up a floodgate on me, I just need to be able to respond to it that turn.
So you want those to be Lightning Storms?
Oh no, I wouldn't play it for Lightning Storms.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it for Twin Twisters. It's really good. It comes in clutch when you need to, but just that discarding sometimes it does hurt you. Very rarely, but I feel it's necessary. I might cut it, might fool around with it, but it's been working. More back row hate and just hate in general. Evenly match. Once again, like if your opponent is not respecting this card, they're just gonna outright lose.
Oh yeah.
Outright. Like if they don't see it coming, they're gonna overcommit. You're going to just completely tear through their board. Make Mega Clops, the one card that they have, you're gonna take it. Give you complete control of the game. It's so broken.
Yeah, if you don't have JD, you're gonna get wrecked.
Yeah, that's completely wrecked. Last 2 cards, I play Red Reboot. So one of my favorite combos in this deck, I kid you not, is Evenly Match and then Red Rebooting. Because what they're going to do is they're going to set a card, which is like, okay, whatever. And then you go, Red Reboot is going to resolve, they get their card, they get 2 cards, and then you're going to take both cards with Mega Flops. So they literally neg. Last but not least, 15th card is Imperial Order. I didn't cite it today. It's good.
Yeah, it's weird in this format. Sky Strikers are gone, so it's like, it's meh.
Surprisingly, I play Striker. I love that deck too. It's okay. It's really, really, really just mostly used for when I think my opponent's gonna try to Dark Ruler me or Lightning Storm me. And this can give me just that protection to help set up and then try to control the game state. I may cut it. I may not. It's okay.
Yeah, it's like Saki 1-up, so.
Yeah, it's okay. That's it for the main deck. Thoughts on the deck? The deck is okay. People say it's autopilot deck, but I disagree with that. You want to be able to read the game state and
Oh yeah, totally. I can agree with that.
appropriately choose where you want to try to fit your cards in. Yeah, the whole premises is you want to sit on Dryden, but I feel it's a little bit more interactive than just that.
Alright. Well, thanks for the deck profile, man.
You got it. Thanks for having me.